Okay, I'll just mention briefly where Mary and I come at this from. The most remarkable computational system of all is language, which is the way in which we structure observation in the world, the way in which we structure thinking, and it doesn't take long before oh, you've put it, yeah, okay. It doesn't take long before that becomes semantics, before that becomes ontologies and schemas, and before that becomes data models, and then it's over to other people who can do all the quantitative stuff. So that's the perspective we're coming at this from. And what we're interested in is the meanings that come out of learning environments, and our basic proposition is that we have these other gross measures of learning. It's called a B+ at the end of the semester, which are not actually terribly useful feedback. They're just a moral judgment about the kind of person you are. And these things that we have, which are called grades and grading, are less helpful than cycles of feedback which are more recursive and sometimes called formative assessment. So what should we be measuring? Well, what we're trying to do is we're trying to develop this idea that we call a semantically legible data point. So the big data points used in automated essay assessment and grading systems and psychometric-based tests are these gross measures. But what are the small units of feedback which can give, in these recursive moments, useful feedback to the learner? Now, we need to build a new infrastructure for this. And what we've been doing, we've been building this thing called Scholar, which I can't tell you about. I'll just give you a few screenshots. It looks like a social media kind of space. So what it does is we push as much conversation as possible, as much discussion as possible into this kind of space in order to do analytics on what's happening, I might say. We have a space called Creator because we want everybody to be able to be doing their work in this space. And in this space, you can put in data sets, videos. These are multimodal knowledge representations. And then over there, here on the right, what we have is a set of structured social dialogues, which are all about using the machine for machine-mediated feedback that builds around the work that's happening on the left. So to pick up on Michael Twiledale's thing, we have metacognition idea, we have cognition on the left, metacognition on the right, a kind of a dialectic backwards and forwards, and lots of tiny moments of either machine feedback, natural language processing and the like, or machine-mediated human feedback, all of which we're collecting all the time. So we have a survey module, and this is the data about what I've done in the world, and what I can do is look at a whole class. This is a real class of mine, hence the fact that I've knocked their names out. Oh, there's a couple of names visible at the top. Sorry, that jumped. And I've got there an overall picture of where people are standing on a number of measures, and what's interesting is they're all over the place. It's not an A or a B+. It's more complicated than that. So this is our kind of data model, if you like, and along the way, what we've got is these are examples of some of these semantically legible data points, and going theoretically beyond this, this is a kind of a map of the kind of semantically legible data points we might be able to build into one of these environments. And our basic idea from this is perhaps over a course there might be tens of thousands of these, and we can drill down to every one of them in a way which is intelligible to students. A little bit of stuff about the things that we write, a little bit of thanks to the people who give us money to do this stuff, and if you want to email me, that's where you can find me.